This is a video about the fairing that I have designed to fit the 2014 and 2015 Honda Valkyrie. If you're an owner of one of these motorcycles, you've pretty quickly discovered that no one makes a full coverage fairing for this motorcycle. There are some windshields available, but by and large, none of them provide the kind of coverage that you'd like if you're a serious touring rider. So this is what I have developed. People on valkyrieforum.com have continued to watch the development of this. If you'd like to see the thread, go to valkyrieforum.com and you can see the discussion that's gone on as I've been developing this. This fairing is designed to accommodate a standard 7-inch headlight. I'll be using a JW speaker LED headlight on this one, and the trim ring is a chrome trim ring from a 1956 Jeep. Those things are commercially available and they're pretty well made. So there will be a splash of chrome right in the middle of this fairing around that wonderful JW speaker headlight. I anticipate that headlight will be about as good as the headlight that comes on this motorcycle from the factory. This windshield is a V-Stream windshield from National Cycle. It was designed to fit an F6B, which is another Goldwing. I've cut the bottom off of it so that it'll fit into this fairing design. And when you look at the front of this motorcycle, you realize that the radiator cowls, or pods as people call them, are pretty wide. So to balance those radiator cowls, you really need a fairing and a windshield that are large enough to accommodate that mass. It's big on the front end. So that's part of why I chose this windshield to fit on the fairing. Another reason I chose the windshield is it is a V-Stream, so it should provide very nice protection as we go down the road. You can see two cavities built into the fairing. Those will accommodate the OEM turn signals. So you pull them off of the front end of the bike and replace them in the fairing once the fairing is mounted. The fairing mounts to the triple clamps. It's not a handlebar mounted fairing. There are 4 8mm threaded holes drilled into the triple clamps from the factory. That's what holds the original headlight in place. I took advantage of those. There are 2 bolts that go into the bottom of the fairing. You can see the temporary bolts I have there. And then there are 2 bolts that you'll access through the hole that will be in the headlight nacelle, and that will allow you to mount the fairing very securely without all the stuff that goes to the handlebars with a handlebar mounted fairing. One of the issues with any fairing or windshield on the Valkyrie is whether or not it will clear the radiator cowls. You'll hear a little creaking and groaning, and I hope the windshield doesn't pop off. It's just held with tape. But the way I've designed this, there is about a 1/2 inch, 12 to 10 millimeters of clearance between the wings of the fairing and the radiator cowls. So when you turn the handlebars lock to lock in parking lot maneuvers or whatever, you won't have a problem of the fairing scraping the radiator cowls. Here at the bottom is a scoop. This scoop will be cut out and air will go through the scoop, cool the back of the LED headlight, and then will come up behind the windshield, and that will help to reduce head buffeting. I will eventually get that cut into this one after I have the real fairing made of fiberglass. I've boxed in the triple clamps. As you notice, some of that boxing will disappear when the real fairing is made. It just can't stay there. But they will, the triple clamps, the front forks will be boxed in, and that will prevent air getting to the rider that way. This is the fairing design that I've developed. and we'll see if it works. I really hope it does. Thanks for watching.